This is the Transformers Generations Studio Series number 64 from the movie Transformers Bumblebee Deluxe Class Cliffjumper. Cybertronian mode. Here's a look at the back of the packaging. I picked up this figure from R Toys. Let's get him out of packaging. And here is Cliffjumper out of packaging. And you know what? This figure really surprised me. In packaging, he looked so bland. I honestly thought it looked like a knockoff. But out of packaging, this figure is pretty solid. And finally, we get something really decent, really solid looking out of this wave of Deluxe Class Studio Series figures. Let's start with the plastic. That's probably the first thing that really caught me off guard. I really thought it was like cheap plastic, but when you look at it, you can see that the plastic has this a little bit of a glossy finish. And at certain parts, there's a little bit of flake on them, which really surprised me. It's not it's sort of like a brick red, sort of brown. It has a brownish tint type of red. The other pieces that look matte are clear pieces of plastic that have been painted on. There's some air bubbles right there, but look at this. It really has that nice flake or glossy finish to it. I was actually very surprised. And it actually looks very nice. Even the head. I thought this was kind of like cheap plastic. But no, there is a gloss to it. And really, I'm very, very surprised at how well this figure looks like in terms of aesthetics, in terms of the plastic. He does come with a blaster. This is exactly the same blaster we got from the Jeep Bumblebee, just painted differently. It's done in this pseudo glossy black, painted really nice metallic silver. You can store it right here on the back. It's the only accessory he comes with. As you can see, engineering is going to be very similar. Transformation, very similar. And some of the parts have actually been borrowed from this figure, like the arms, the neck. The articulation of the neck is going to be very similar. We'll discuss that later. The shoulders are the same. So everything else is pretty brand new on this one. There's a new sculpt. Oh, I guess the side panels, the side molding on his thigh is the same. And we also get that same pelvic piece or that hip piece. And with this figure, we have a vestigial port right here for that hinge, the hinge of the filler that we get from the Jeep Bumblebee, which is also reflected there. It kind of looks funny though. They didn't bother remolding it. They kept the same hip piece, and it kind of looks funny right here without that hinge, without that filler piece. But all in all, I say they look really nice. And if I'm being honest, I actually like the Cliffjumper mold much better than the Bumblebee mold. I don't know why. He just feels so much like a bruiser, like a beefy type pug-sized, like a pit bull. And he feels more like a scout, like lightweight, very fast, agile. And he's like the bruiser. So he's the muscle, he's like sort of the brains, skill and muscle, something like that. And they look great together. The figure also comes with this amazing diorama or backdrop from Cybertron, which we've seen in the movie Bumblebee. Articulation for the figure, just like Jeep Bumblebee, he's got a hinge for his neck to make him look up, which is part of transformation. He's got a swivel neck. Oh, it's actually a ball joint, my bad. Yep. He's got a waist swivel. Got a ball jointed shoulder. He's got a bicep swivel. Hinge elbow. That's a little over 90 degrees. No wrist articulation. He's got ball jointed hips. Go forward and backward, in and out. Thigh swivel. Hinge knees. And a hinge ankle that has a ball joint. So great range of motion on this figure. My only gripe, if at all, for robot mode are these leg pieces, the panels on the fenders on the sides of the car. They kind of don't really tab in to place. They're kind of loose in certain ways and can be annoying when you're posing him because they keep flailing about, they flapping about, and you know, there's really no way to tab them securely. I've tried everything. So transformation, flip his head all the way up like that. Get rid of the blaster for now. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to detach the front part of his torso like this. Okay, fold this out like that. And then these chest pieces, you're going to fold inward. They're a little bit tighter than the Bumblebee mold, but they fold all the way up like that. Now the back part, it's going to untab right here, and it's going to untab right here. That. Okay. And then the arms, might as well position them this way, because that's how they're going to end up in alt mode. Face the fists outward, and then you're going to want to fold the shoulders inward like this. And then you want to fold the head or the neck all the way back like that. And then you fold this over like that. Don't worry about the mess. We'll fix that all later when we transform all the panels and combine everything. Okay, onto the feet. Okay, these panels right here, they're gonna flip up right here, flip up like that, and then you're gonna fold the feet like this, fold the feet like this, tab in the middle right there. Okay, and then these panels right here, they're gonna swing over all the way here and tab onto these panels right here. That. And the wheels, they're gonna fold in like this, like that. Okay, and do the same on the other side. Fold it out like this, tab it in, fold out the wheels, this. Okay, and then tab those in, and then join the two feet together. Looking good. Tab the back part like that, and all that's left is really this piece right here, the roof piece. Just straighten it out. I love the compression. It doesn't feel like it's a parts forming piece right here, and then you just collapse this whole roof piece right here like that. Tab it in, and then this figure has these two clear plastic pegs, these very thin, they look like teeth, like small teeth. And again, my concerns about this is over time, I believe those are the first things to break. I hope I'm wrong, because they tab in really tight, and when you do that one too many times, I think that thing's gonna break, especially if you live in a place that's very humid, lots of temperature changes and all that. Okay. Let me just straighten out the arm, okay, and then just tab the panels right here, okay. Sure everything's flush. The gun kind of stores right there in the middle. Okay, stick it right there in the middle, and it should hold. And there you go. Here is Cybertronian mode Cliff Jumper in his alt mode, and it really looks nice. It's like this sleek turbo race car. It kind of feels like it's a Batmobile at certain angles. And again, you can appreciate that really nice plastic, that glossy finish on the plastic. It really makes this figure pop. I had no idea it was going to look this good once you took it out of packaging, because in packaging it just looks plain and bland, and I wouldn't have thought twice. If I weren't completing the Studio Series line, I would have probably passed on this one, but it looks really, really terrific. And what I really like about this figure is, much like the RC figure, there is that fraction of a millimeter clearance on the scoop right here on the front end of the bumper. The bumper is like just barely hugging the surface of this desk. At the rear end, it's nice. It's like almost 1/3 centimeter or 1/2 centimeter clearance. But up in front, I'm guessing that's even smaller than 1/2 millimeter clearance. But it does roll nicely, which was very, very impressive for me. And so some final thoughts on this figure. Now, obviously, people are going to go for the Jeep Bumblebee more because of the significance of the character and the figure. But I honestly believe that for this mold, at least for the basic idea of this mold, I think the Cliff Jumper figure is a lot more solid than this figure. And I think this figure deserves more credit than what it's getting. I'm going to give this figure a 9.5 out of 10. I really fell in love with this figure the moment I took it out of the packaging. It has a great robot mode, very beefy, very bruiser type of robot mode. And it has a very sleek looking alt mode that at the first glance can be very deceptive. Thinking that, you know, it's just, it feels like it's a cheap knockoff figure, very plain, very bland. But on close inspection, this figure will definitely impress you. I love the kind of plastic they use. I love the subtle color that this figure has. This is an amazing Cliff Jumper figure, and I can't believe a lot of people are hating on this figure. But in this entire wave of deluxe class Studio Series figures, this is probably my favorite. Next, of course, is that Soundwave, a really awesome Soundwave figure. But yeah, I'm very impressed with this figure. Well done, Hasbro and Takara Tomy. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed my video review of the Studio Series Cliff Jumper from the movie Transformers Bumblebee. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this figure. Is it a pass for you? Is it something you're looking forward to getting? Hit me up in the comment section, and as always, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. And if you want to support me on this YouTube channel, please check out my Patreon account. There's a link down below. The minimum contributions being asked there is just $3. $3 a month will go a long way in funding me and helping me do more video reviews for you guys, at least on YouTube and on Patreon. And eventually, in a few months' time, I will be putting up some exclusive content on my Patreon account. There you go, folks. Until next time, thanks for watching.